हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम बात करेंगे टेस्ट नंबर 13 की। तो काफ़ी अच्छे क्वेश्चन हैं, देख लीजिए आप। तो बात करते हैं पर क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट की। C4 प्लांट्स आर मोर इफिशिएंट इन फोटोसिंथेसिस दैन C3 प्लांट्स ड्यू टू अच्छा किसके कारण लोअर रेट ऑफ फोटो रेस्पिरेशन। तो फोटो रेस्पिरेशन की जो प्रोसेस है वो C4 में तो देखने को मिलती नहीं है, C3 में देखने को मिलती है। फिर अगला क्वेश्चन, एल्गी हैव सेल वॉल मेड अप ऑफ सेलुलोज केराटिन एंड मैनन्स। फिर क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, सम हाइपर thermophilic organisms that grow in highly acidic pH inhabitants belong to the two group U bacteria and Archaea bacteria. Genetic engineering has been successfully used for producing transgenic mice for testing safety of polio vaccines before use in humans. टेस्ट मैंने ऑलरेडी सॉल्व करके रखा ताकि कम से कम टाइम में इसको फिनिश कर सकूं। Some of the characteristics of Bt cottons are high yield and resistance to bollworms, hard to differs from sapwood in having dead and non-conducting elements. इसे मोस्टली क्वेश्चन जो है वो प्रीवियस ईयर के हैं। When a neuron is an resting state that is not conducting any impulse, the axonal membrane is comparatively more permeable to potassium ions and nearly impermeable to sodium ion. Question number 8. Nuceral polyembryony is reported each species of citrus. Question number 9. Peptide synthesis inside a cell takes place in ribosomes. When two unrelated individuals or lines are crossed, the performance of F1 hybrid is often superior to both its parent. This phenomena is called heterosis. Question number 11. The core, cambium cork, and secondary cortex and collectively called periderm. अच्छा एक्स और वाई पूछा तो एक्स टेम्परेचर, वाई एंजाइम एक्टिविटी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 13. मोटाइल zygote of plasmodium occurs in gut of female anopheles. इस पे लगभग हर बार क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 14. द ह्यूमन हैंड ब्रेन comprises three parts, one of which is cerebellum. Question number 15. Which part of human's ear play no role in hearing as such, but is otherwise very much required? Vestibular apparatus. Question number 16. The most evident prokaryotes helpful to humans in making curd from milk and in productions of antibiotics are the ones categorized as heterotrophic bacteria. Which one of the following statement is false? Is reported of viability of mammalian sperms. Sperm is viable for only up to 24 hours. फॉल्स बताना था तो ये फॉल्स है। राइट वाला देख लेते हैं। सर्वाइवल ऑफ स्पर्म डिपेंड्स ऑन द पीएच ऑफ मीडियम एंड इज मोर एक्टिव इन एल्कलाइन मीडियम। फिर वाइबिलिटी ऑफ स्पर्म इज डिटरमिन्ड बाय इट्स मोर्टेलिटी। फिर स्पर्म मस्ट बी concentrated in a thick suspension. Question 18. Evolutions of different species in a given area starting from a point and spreading to other geographical area is known as adaptive radiation. Question 20. Interfascicular cambium develops from the cells of medullary rays. Question 21. In China rose, the flowers are actinomorphic, hypogynous, and with twisted aestivation. Question number 22. Lenticels are involved in gaseous exchange. Age of tree can be estimated by number of annual rings देख के हम पता कर सकते हैं कि प्लांट्स की कितनी एज रही होगी। सीड कोट इज नॉट थिन मेम्ब्रेनस इज कोकोनट मैन्योर। क्वेश्चन 25. Which structures perform the functions of mitochondria in bacteria? अच्छा बैक्टीरिया में माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के स्थान पर बैक्टीरिया में कौन सा ऑर्गेनेल इन्वॉल्व होता है? तो वो है मीजोसोम्स। क्वेश्चन 26, the solid linear cytoskeletal elements having a diameter of 6 nanometer and made up of a single type of monomer are known as microfilaments. Question 27, the osmotic expansions of a cell kept in water is chiefly regulated by vacuoles. Question 28, during which phase of cell cycle amount of DNA in a cell remains at 4 C level if the initial amount is denoted as 2C? यानी 4 क्रोमोटोम पर 2 क्रोमोसोम्स किस में देखने को मिलता है? ओनली Z2 स्टेज। फिर मैचिंग टाइप सेंट्रियोल इज मैच फॉर बॉडीज बेसल बॉडी सीलिया और आर फ्लैजिला, क्लोरोफिल थीलाक्वाइड्स, क्रिस्टी इन फोल्डिंग इन माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, राइबोजाइम न्यूक्लिक एसिड। क्वेश्चन 30, Dr. F. W. Ent noted that if coleoptile tips were removed and placed on agar for 1 hour, the agar would produce a bending when placed in one side of freshly cut coleoptile stems. Of what significance is this experiment? It is the basis for quantitative determinations of a small amount of growth promoting substance. Question 31. Minerals known to be required in large amount for plant growth includes phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, calcium. Question 32. What causes a green plant exposed to the light on only one side to bend towards the source of light as it grows? Oxygen accumulates on the shaded side, stimulating greater cell elongations there. Question number 33. In a ring girdle plant, the root dies first. Question 34. Typical growth curve is plant is sigmoid. Next question. Which one gives the most valid and recent explanations for stomatal movements, potassium influx and efflux? Next question. The hilum is a scar on the seed where funicle was attached. Next question. A jarless face which lay eggs in fresh water and whose amoecids larvae after metamorphosis return to the ocean is Petromyzon. Next question. Industrial melanism is an example of natural selections. Question 39. Cell wall is absent in mycoplasma. Question 40. The chitinous exoskeletons of arthropods is formed by the polymerizations of N-acetyl glucosamines. Question 41. Filiform apparatus its characteristic features of synergids. Question 42. In angiosperms, microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis involve meiosis. Which of the following is not a stem modifications? Picture of nepenthes नहीं, बाकी thorns of citrus, tendrils of cucumber, flattened structures of Uncia. Question 44. Which one of the following cells organelles is enclosed by single membranes? Lysosomes. Question 45. Analogous structures are a result of convergent evolutions. Question 46. Which one of the following statement is wrong? तो glycine is a sulfur containing amino acids, ये wrong है. बाकी cellulose is a polysaccharide है. Uralic acid is a pyrimidine. Sucrose is a disaccharide. Question 47. Proximal end of the filament of stamen is attached to the thalamus or petals. Which of the following is not required for any of the techniques of DNA fingerprinting available at present? Zinc finger analysis. Question 49. Which of the following is not a component of downstream processing expression? Question 50. Which of the following restrictions enzyme produces blunt ends? Blunt ends कौन देता है? ECO R5. Question 51. Which kind of therapy was given in 1990 to a 4-year-old girl with adenosine एडिनोसिन डी एमिनेज यानी एडीए डिफिशियंसी जीन थेरेपी, कई बार एडीए का फुल फॉर्म पूछ लिया जाता है, तो एडिनोसिन डी एमिनेज। क्वेश्चन 52, हाउ मेनी हॉट स्पॉट्स ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी इन द वर्ल्ड हैव बीन आइडेंटिफाइड टिल डेट बाय नॉर्मन मायर्स। तो ये है 34, और अगर इंडिया में पूछा जाए तो 3। क्वेश्चन 53, द प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूसर्स ऑफ द डीप सी हाइड्रोथर्मल वेंट इकोसिस्टम्स आर chemosynthetic bacteria. Question 54, which of the following is correct for R selected species? Large number of progenies with a small size. Question number 55, an examples of colonial algae is volvox. Root hairs develops from the regions of maturations. Question 57, hypersecretions of growth hormone in adults does not further increase in height because epiphyseal plates close after एल्डो एल्डोलसेंस। अच्छा, एल्डोलसेंस के टाइम क्या होता है, जो ईपीफाइसल प्लेट्स क्या होती हैं, क्लोज हो जाती हैं, जिसके कारण ग्रोथ रुक जाती है। क्वेश्चन 58, विच आर द फॉलोइंग इज इन सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट रिमूव सस्पेंडेड सॉलिड्स प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट। क्वेश्चन 59, सेलेक्ट द मिसमैच। अच्छा, फाइनस डायोसियस नहीं, ये मोनोसियस होता है, साइकस डायोसियस, साल्विनिया और इक्वेसियम्स हेटेरोस्पोरस। अच्छा, साल्विनिया होता है हेटेरोस्पोरस और इक्वेसिटम होमोस्पोरस। क्वेश्चन 60, व्हिच व्हाट इज द criterion for DNA fragments movements on agarose cell during gel electrophoresis? The smaller fragment size, the further it moves. Question 61, the transparent lens in the human's eye is held in its place by ligaments attached to the ciliary body. Question 62, which of the following is an amino acid derived hormones? Epinephrine. Question 63, which of the following hormones can play a significant role in osteoporosis? Estrogen and parathyroid hormone. Question 64, which of the following structures or regions is incorrect paired with its function? हाइपोथैलेमस देख लेते हैं, तो ये प्रोडक्शंस ऑफ रिलीजिंग हार्मोन्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑफ टेम्परेचर, हंगर एंड थर्स्ट। लिम्बिक सिस्टम दिया है, तो ये इनकरेक्ट है। इसमें दिया है कंसिस्ट ऑफ फाइबर ट्रैक्स दैट इंटरकनेक्ट डिफरेंट रीजन्स ऑफ ब्रेन, कंट्रोल्स मूवमेंट्स, नहीं ये नहीं होता है। फिर मिडुला देख लेते हैं, मिडुला ऑब्लंगोटा कंट्रोल्स रेस्पिरेशंस एंड कार्डियोवास्कुलर रिफ्लेक्स। कॉर्पस कैलोसम्स बैंड ऑफ fibers connecting left and right cerebral hemisphere. Question number 65. The amnion of mammalian embryo is derived from ectoderm and mesoderm. फिर क्वेश्चन नंबर 66. Hormones secreted by the placenta to maintain pregnancy are HCG, HPL, progesterone, and estrogen. Next question. Following statement describe the characteristics of enzyme restrictions endonuclease. Identify the incorrect statement. अच्छा, इनकरेक्ट कहा है, जो द एंजाइम्स बाइंड डीएनए एट स्पेसिफिक साइट्स एंड कट ओनली वन आउट टू स्टेन, ओनली नहीं। Question 68. From evolutionary point of view, retentions of the female gaptophyte with developing young embryo on the parent sporophytes for some time is first observed in pteridophytes. Question 69. An antirrhinum, any snapdragon, a red flower was crossed with a white flower, and in F1 generations, pink flowers were obtained when pink flowers were self. The F2 generation showed white, red, and pink flowers. Choose the incorrect statement from the following. अच्छा, incorrect पूछा, तो law of segregation does not apply in this experiment. Does not कहा था, तो अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते थे। क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. 70. Conversion of glucose to glucose 6 phosphate, the first irreversible reactions of glycolysis is catalyzed by hexokinase. Next question. A drug called heroin is synthesized by acetylations of morphine. Question number 72. Select the hormones releasing intrauterine devices to progestastat and LNG20. Question number 73. The productions of gametes by the parents, the formations of zygote, the F1 and F2 plants can be understood using Punnett square. Next question, matching type. There are Golgi apparatus, formations of glycoproteins and glycolipids, lysosomes, digestive, digesting biomolecules, vacuole synthesis of the protein. No, vacuoles trap waste and excretory products, ribosome synthesis of protein. Question 75. Prosthetic groups differ from coenzymes in that they prosthetic group are tightly bound to apoenzymes. Question 76. Crossing over takes place between which chromatids and in which stage of the cell cycle? Non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes at Pagaitin stage of prophase first. Question 77. Ramchandran plot is used to confirm the structures of protein. Question 78. Which of the following is not a feature of active transport of solutes in plants? Not as a non-selective. Occurs against concentration gradients. Occurs through membranes. Required ATP. Question 79. From his experiment, S.L. Miller produced D-amino acid by mixing the following in closed flask: methane, hydrogen, ammonia, and water vapor at 800 degrees centigrade temperature. Which of the following regions of the globe exhibit highest species diversification? Amazon forest. Question number 81. Identify the correct statement with reference to humans digesting systems. Ileum is highly coiled parts. इससे मोस्टली क्वेश्चन जो है वो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन है. पीटी कॉटन वैरायटी दैट वाज डेवलप्ड बाय इंट्रोडक्शंस ऑफ toxins gene of bacillus thuringiensis is resistant to insect pest. Question number 83. Select the correct match. सिकल सेल एनीमिया ये ऑटोसोमल रिसेसिव ट्रेट के द्वारा होती है और क्रोमोसोम 11 रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 84. The infectious stage of Plasmodium that enters the human body is sporozoites. Select the correct options of haploid cells from the following groups: secondary spermatocytes, first polar body ovum. अच्छा, सेक्शन बी देख लेते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 86. द टोटल लंग्स कैपेसिटी यानी TLC इज द टोटल वॉल्यूम ऑफ एयर एकोमोडेटेड इन द लंग्स एट द एंड ऑफ. इसमें RV, ERV, TV, IRV. मैचिंग टाइप. स्मूथ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम लिपिड की सिंथेसिस करता है. रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम्स प्रोटीन की सिंथेसिस होती है. फिर गोल्जी कॉम्प्लेक्स ग्लाइकोसाइलेशन सेंट्रियोल्स स्पिंडल फॉर्मेशन. Question number 88. Select the incorrectly matched pair from the following. Incorrectly कौन सा है? Chondrocytes, smooth muscles, ये incorrect है. बाकी न्यूरॉन्स, nerve cells, fibroblast, areolar tissue, osteocytes, bone cells. Question number 89. Which of the following is associated with decrease in cardiac output? Parasympathetic neural signals. Question number 90. Intrinsic factor that helps in the absorption of vitamin B12 is secreted by oxyntic cells. Question number 91. Which of the following is not a component of physical यानी abiotic environment of organisms? Microbes. Not. नीचे क्या है? तो नीचे है ऐसा मतलब कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म जो होता है यानी दी फंक्शंस वो फंक्शनल रोल प्ले करता है अपने जहाँ पर रहता है. द फंक्शंस रोल प्ले by the organisms where it live. Question 93. Which of the following phase place have sub-zero temperature? Sub-zero temperatures, high altitude place and polar area. Question number 94. Which of the following is only inorganic liquid occurring naturally on Earth can functions as resources, conditions, or are a habitat, water. Question number 95. A person's using an air conditioner in summer and heater in winter. The person's accumulates his homeostasis through artificial. Question number 96. If an organism move away temporarily from the stressful habitats to move to more hospitable area and returns when a stressful period is over, it is shown by Siberian crane. Question 97. Which of the following is not an examples of adaptive adaptations in xerophytes? Not का है the presence of stomata not. फिर अच्छा इसमें पूछा गया है how many of the following ecosystem is not an examples of tested ecosystem. अच्छा tested ecosystem कौन सा examples नहीं है तो लेक एक्वेरियम और पॉन्ड नहीं है. Question 99. Association in between two organisms such as algae and fungi in lichens is known as mutualism. Question last question. Have simple digestive systems have lost its unnecessary sense organs during evolutions, have high reproduction potentials, presence of suckers, the parasite characters. और इस प्रकार 100 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट होते हैं. आई होप आप लोगों को अच्छा लगा होगा ये टेस्ट पेपर. तो प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और लाइक कर दिया करें चैनल को, कमेंट्स करें और मिलते हैं कल एक नए टेस्ट के साथ. थैंक यू सो मच.